What inspired me was a divorce. You know, you go after a divorce, your life drastically changes, right? And all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, here's my life now. I have 2 kids. How am I going to make this work?
I want to talk about the meetup group because I was talking with Irvin upstairs about this, Investor Omaha, and he was like, wow, it's one of the best groups out there. Just with the amount of effort, the guest speakers that you get in there. So what inspired you to create that? And just tell me a little bit about the group and what you like about the group.
When I was listening to all the podcasts, I was listening to Bigger Pocket, and Andressa Gazzelli, who is the CEO of Investor, was being interviewed, and she talked about how to manage contractors. At that point, I had just lost 25 grand from a contractor, so I was like, she's from a different country, she's got a heavy accent, and she's managing contractors. What am I doing wrong? So in the world of recruiting, I learned how to skip trace people. I'll find anybody anywhere. And I obviously wasn't that hard. I found their group and I reached out to them and I said, hey, how can I get involved? I found out that it was more towards women. And I've been asked this question, why women? Why not men? Here's the thing. We understand how we think. Women are normally uncomfortable around a lot of men. I've grew up around men. I'm not afraid to be the only woman in the room. That's how it's always been for me, but that is not the normal for a lot of people. So as you know, your meetup, also the other one, they're more heavily male attended, and that makes some women not come out because it makes them uncomfortable, okay? We understand that. I just really wanted to create a safe place that anybody can come. They can ask any questions. There are no stupid questions. My idea is education. I feel like the financial education is lacking out there. What inspired me was a divorce. You know, you go after a divorce, your life drastically changes, right? And all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, here's my life now. I have 2 kids. How am I going to make this work? And you just do things, you know. I don't remember exactly the quote, but they're like, a woman is like a hot tea bag, and you put her in hot water. I can't think. I came back from vacation. I apologize.
I'm gonna try to explain this to my wife later, so please let's not butcher it, so I don't come off offensive.
Put a tea bag in hot water, and you get results. And I think us females, overall, that's how we react. You either crash or you bounce back. I chose to bounce back, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, recently divorced. Lost 25 grand from a contractor. I mean, I can sit here and I can laugh about it now, right? Yeah. I can laugh about it now, but that's just who I am. I've always been very, very determined. I don't mean it in a cocky way, but I get what I want because I'm always willing to put the work. And I wanted to facilitate and educate more overall women, but obviously, Irvin, you're always welcome, by the way. Denless is always there. Anybody can come at this point. But I wanted to create just an atmosphere that if they're more comfortable in an atmosphere where there's more females versus males, hey, you can come. The whole thing, much to what you guys have done, is just educate. It's really educate. I tell people, look, you don't have to do 1,000 apartments if you don't want to. You buy 1 or 2 houses right a year, okay? And you do it for the next 10 years and do the math. You will be set. We are not having retirement. Government retirement is not going to exist. So
not going to happen.
Start doing your retirement. And I think all of those things combined, I mean, here's the thing. If somebody asks me what motivates you, my father and I are extremely close. In Mexico, we had what I would call an okay life, a good life. Dad had a grocery store. We had a home. We had a car. We took 4 beach vacations a year. Life was good. But Dad saw the unicorn in me, and he said, I want her to be more than just getting married and having 18 kids. I want her to do what she wants. So my motivation has always been my father, is I just want to show him that the reason why he sacrificed it all it was worth it.
I'm sure he's proud.
Yes, he's amazing. He's my cheerleader. You know, when you talk about having those hard days, and you talk about, he is who I go home to. And how's your day? How's this? How's that? Frida, my oldest, she knows everything. I keep a very transparent, obviously relationship with her, business, personal, everything. Last night she's asking me, Mom, I need to find out what kind of will and trust you have in place. And I'm just, what?
And what's your life insurance, Mom?
No, literally, she's asking me all these questions. And I'm like, can I just ask why? She's like, I just need to know, Mom, in case something ever happened. That's me. I'm always thinking in the future. And obviously she does the same.
That's great.